Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about why some of us seek validation. Why is there a need for us to seek validation, and how validation can be a blockage to certain things in our life? So this is the thing. Many of us are brought up in like communities, or we're brought up through generations for the fact that we must seek validation. Maybe we must seek validation from our parents, or we must seek validation from our sisters or brothers, and we must seek validation from pretty much our surroundings in order to move forward. And that is really not true. I'll tell you why, because it's not true. It's because of the fact that when you seek validation, you're actually, I would say, you're not giving yourself much self-love, in a sense that you're not trusting yourself 100%, and you need somebody else to give you that validation. Sometimes seeking validation can be good, because while you're seeking validation, it's just like a matter of asking an opinion. But an opinion and validation is different. And validation is like for example, hey, I bought this shirt. I want to buy this shirt. I'm going to check out this shirt. Do you think this shirt is good? And if somebody says no, you're going to take that validation and put it into your mind, and then confuse your mind even more. And then you're going to be like, oh yeah. So you're actually making a decision with half of your decision, or even quarter of your decision, or some particular part of your decision and somebody else's decision. But at the end of the day, you're the only one who's going to be wearing this shirt. So it's your shirt, and you have to be happy with it. So guess who's the best validator? The best validator is you. There are like about 7.8 billion people in this world right now, approximately. And with 7.8 billion people, there are 7.8 billion experiences. Each experience is different. Okay, now when each experience is different, you're actually asking validation from another experience. When you're asking validation from another person, you're asking validation from another experience. And that experience may or may not be similar to you, but at the same time, there is also some uniqueness in that experience, right? And this different experience may not be the best judge of what you need. Okay, it could help you. A validation would never help you, but an opinion from somebody could help you. An opinion is just an opinion. It's just a suggestion, but that suggestion goes through a self-evaluation evaluator, and that evaluator is you. So the opinion kind of goes through you, and then you evaluate that opinion of somebody else's for your own needs, to see if your own body likes it or not, or if your own if you really want it or not, and then you go about it. So the best validator is oneself. The best validator for oneself is oneself, because everybody else has different experiences, and everybody create different opinions based on their experiences. So none of the experiences actually 100% organically match with the experience that you would want to have. And it's because of the fact that the experience that you would want to have is actually known by you, is actually known by your body. For example, if your body wants to is feeling thrilled, if your body is feeling thrilled about going to the gym today, for example, then you don't have to have somebody to validate you as to whether you have to go to the gym or not. Your body is feeling thrilled, your body wants to be at ease, your body is at ease, your body feels like it's going to be at ease at the gym, so you should just go ahead and do it. What is that? That is the intuition. So what is the intuition? The intuition is, in a sense, a validator. Okay, your emotions are also, in a sense, a validator. You're messing with negative emotions, you're messing with positive emotions. You would want to be on the positive side. If you're on the negative emotion and somebody tells you, yeah, go ahead, continue, that negative emotion is good, they're actually validating you for that negative emotion, and then you're still stuck in the negative emotion. So what is this validation? Validation is something where somebody judges you just because you cannot judge yourself, and it's many a times because of self-doubt. It's because of not grounding your energies to the ground. Like you're not grounding yourself, and you're always seeking from an answer from somebody else, because you're not sure about yourself. You don't or maybe you're not giving yourself that enough of that love and enough of that trust. If you love yourself enough, you would trust yourself enough, you would believe in yourself enough. And the lack of all these things requires a need to validate, to get a validation from somebody else. And we are also living in a society where this has been there for generations, especially like in the Indian society. This has been on and on and on. You always have to ask your parents to do that, to do this. You always have to do that. But then when you keep asking your parents, or when you keep asking your relatives for a validation, you never know your true self. You never find your true self because of the fact that you've always been relying on somebody else. This also comes to the factor of codependency or dependency on somebody else. You're constantly dependent on somebody else. You're constantly dependent on some other person, that you never get to find yourself. And at any point of time, in any decision that you want to take for your life, you seek validation from somebody else because they've always been with you. They've always they would say they've always helped you, but at the same time, it's not really help. Like when you have to create a decision for yourself, you have to create the decision from your own true body. You have to create the decision for your energy, for your presence. You're not creating a decision for like a bunch of other people, or you're even if you're creating a decision for a group, you're also seeing yourself in that group as well, because of the fact that whatever you do, you want to enjoy, you want it to be pleasant. You can't always keep going to distress, because when your body does something that is unpleasant for yourself and you keep doing that on a regular basis, what happens is the body gets stressed. And once the body gets stressed, the body is literally screaming, I don't want to be doing this anymore. The body goes into dis-ease causes stress causes lack of energy. Like you just literally feel that you finished running a marathon. That's not how you want to be. You want to feel like you want to run a marathon. And if somebody is validating you, they're actually putting a quote unquote, like they're putting like a class, they're putting you under a category, or they are telling you, oh, this is not good, that is not good, you do this better than that. And that validation you don't really have to take, because the best validator is you. Remember that they are seeing it from their perspective. They are seeing it from a different pair of eyes. They're seeing it from a completely different experience, and that experience is completely different from yours. For example, if your parents do validate you, or if your society does validate you, they might be seeing it from their past, they might be seeing it from their life, but their life is not your life. Every day is a process of evolving. We evolve as human beings every day, little, and every day there's something new. One day the internet comes up, and in their past there was no internet. So now situations have changed, and the best validator for that moment of time, at that particular time, is you, because of the fact that you can judge what your body wants, through your intuition. You can judge what your mind wants, you can judge what your soul wants. You can judge which paths to take and which path not to take, just by tapping into the inner soul, just by tapping into the inner spirit, just by going with the flow, so you, the soul, mind and body, are the best validators. And it's pretty pointless to seek validation from somebody else, because that validation is going to do you no good. It's just going to put you under a category, and that category is made by mankind. It's made by past experiences. And remember that past experience is just spilt milk. You don't look at past experiences as just a bunch of movements that have happened in the past for different people, in order to help them heal, or in order to help them get over a particular thing, in order to teach them a particular lessons. Those are not moments that are meant to be, looked upon, and then a validation to be created upon it. No. And plus, they are not even your moments, for that matter of fact. So it is pretty stupid to seek validation from somebody else. And if somebody is seeking validation, I would suggest them to go to a mirror and tell themselves, I love myself, I believe in myself, I trust myself. Look at a mirror, look at your eyes and say, I trust myself, I believe myself, and now take a decision. That decision is going to be solely yours. And when that decision is solely yours, first off, you have responsibility for it, you have 100% responsibility for it. And second of all, you know if your body is like liking the decision, and if it's liking the decision, if it's going with the decision, if your intuition says that's right, you are supposedly the best validator of yourself. So you do not need another validator to validate you. This is a healing thing that needs to be this is a wound that has been created over generations, where we always have to seek somebody else's support or somebody else's validation in order to proceed forward. But it's really the other way around. The best validator is you. Thank you guys, I love you so much. Thank you guys. Stay up and stay motivated, keep going, and remember, you do not have to seek validation from somebody else. You just go ahead and keep doing. You know you the best. No one else knows you better.